everyone, welcome back to our channel. We're back with another 5 weekly favorites, our favorite little videos to film. So we have quite a few. I mean, we have 5, but like we have like quite a few things we've really never mentioned, I feel.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the lipospheric vitamin C. They're basically a liposomal vitamin C, so it's like a gel-like texture. And I got these a while ago just to use when I'm like nervous about getting sick, which is usually when traveling. And so we were just in Wisconsin, and I take these like a few days before travel and then a few days after, and then also like when we came back now a few days after. And I just feel like they really do boost your immunity and your immune system. Obviously I don't know for sure, but I had taken normal like vitamin C supplements for a while, and I don't know, I feel like these are just better, and the reviews are really crazy. Like people are like, I was getting sick and I took this and it wiped it out. So I think they're worth the money, but I don't use them every day because they are very expensive, but I wanted to mention them for travel purposes.
Okay, and then next up is a food favorite. We don't have them here because we actually can't get them here. But if you live in the Midwest or any place that has Old Dutch, we tried these chips.
Brand.
Yeah, when we were back in Wisconsin, we got them at Quick Trip, and we got 2 flavors, but our favorites were the jalapeno and cheddar. So it's Old Dutch brand Dutch Crunch jalapeno and cheddar kettle chips, and they are so good. We'll link them down below because you can still, like, we can save them on the Target app, but we can't ship them to us yet. Hopefully someday. But they're so good. They're like a typical kettle chip texture, and they have an intense cheddar flavor, but it balances so well with the jalapeno. Like, they're not too spicy, but they do have the kick.
They are spicy though. I
are
was thinking when you first bite into it, you taste a lot of cheddar.
Yeah.
And then you're like, whoop, spicy.
Yeah, but they're delicious. So if you see them, please pick them up.
Another thing that I bought while traveling, we were in Wisconsin and I didn't really have anything that was taking my makeup off effectively, so we went to Meijer and I got the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. I wanted this for a while, but I have other cleansing balms I like, but this is so like widely available, which is so nice. And I used a lot of it on the trip. I like that there's barely any scent. I think there's like a little fragrance, but you can barely tell. And it works really well. It's a beautiful cleansing balm. And I actually am just going to keep this in my travel bag because I think it's a nice size for travel.
Yeah, because it's kind of small for everyday use because you probably go through it.
Yeah, it is, where does it even
Is it like
say
100?
2 ounces. So pretty small. But I kind of like that because now I can just keep it in my travel bag, and it works because that's the one thing when I'm traveling is I can never, because I use like micellar water sometimes too, and I never really have anything that's like small that can take off makeup effectively. So hot tip, this is great for travel.
Okay, Beauty Pie recently sent us a few things, and one thing I requested was the Brazilian Lime Fig Leaves and Tea Eau de Parfum because it got really good reviews on their website. And I don't really have any summery scents because we've talked about this before, like even for Dyad, we don't really reach for like summery scents because I associate that with mainly florals, and we don't really like floral fragrances. But this one intrigued me because I do like fig, tea, and lime. And I have it on, but I'm going to spray it again so I can describe it to you. I like the packaging of these, by the way.
Yeah, me too.
It really is lime forward, so if you don't like lime, you won't like this. It's definitely lime forward and smells really fresh and citrusy. And then I feel like as it dries down, you do get some floral notes, but nothing like in your face. And then there's a little bit of like a coconut note, perhaps. It's just like a very fruity, fresh scent that I really enjoy. And so I'm really glad I got this for the summer. I did get their limited edition winter one a couple years back that I liked too, but I like this one even more. If you guys have tried Beauty Pie's fragrances, let me know which ones you like because I feel like they're pretty good quality fragrances.
Okay, and last but not least, I've talked about my love for the Victoria Beckham glosses before. I'm typically not a gloss person, but I fell in love with these. I only have one shade, Apertivio, and I just like how they're like so cushiony. They're not too thin, they're not sticky at all. They provide the perfect pigmentation, like it's a medium pigmentation, it's not too sheer, not too pigmented. And the packaging is like stunning, and they're one of the cheaper products by them. They're still $28, which is kind of a lot for a lip gloss, but still like a lot of their stuff is way higher priced. And I wanted the shade Fizz for a while. I thought like, oh, that pink just looks perfect for spring and summer, but I was like, oh, I can't spend the money, I shouldn't. And then I was like, you know what? I don't have any like summery glosses or like glossy lips that I really reach for during this time of year. So I picked it up and it is so beautiful. I'm wearing it right now. I did think it was going to be more of like a neutral leaning brighter pink from the swatches I saw, and it's definitely more of like neutral leaning cool toned, more of like a mauve-y pink in my opinion. And for some reason this one also feels slightly thinner than my other shade I have. Like, it's still cushiony and not too thin, but something about it is like slightly thinner. But regardless, I still really love it and I love this shade. I think it really is such a like neutral sort of pink that can go with a lot of different outfits, and I just think it'll be great for this time of year. And now I have one of her glosses for fall and winter and one for spring and summer, so I'm glad I picked it up. Thank you guys so much for watching our 5 weekly favorites. We hope you have a great weekend and we'll see you next week.